we go. We are on our way to this fantastic place called Dream Dinners. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see like I'm always reviewing Dream Dinners because it's a new thing that we're doing and it kind of saves us time, space, and money.
Yep. Assemble everything. Like basically they're your sous station and your prep station. They have all the ingredients and everything. You just assemble everything together for these recipes, and the recipe cards they have are really helpful. And then you can tweak things out a little bit there. But it's very convenient. Pull the stuff out of the freezer, let it thaw during the day, come home. It's done in like 20 to 30 minutes, and you're ready to eat. And it's a lot less messy.
Yeah, we specifically decided to do Dream Dinners because, one, it was more cost effective than things like the other companies like Blue Apron or like some of the other like mail delivery service companies, which takes a lot of prep and guesswork out of cooking. The other reason why we did Dream Dinners is because sometimes we truly get home like so late and like it's so frustrating trying to figure out what we want for dinner.
So low blood sugar when you're making food decisions, never a good idea.
Exactly, and it's even more frustrating like because on our way home there's a strip that has like a McDonald's, a Taco Bell, a Wendy's, an Arby's, a Skyline, and just like all this fast food, and it's just so easy to get stuck in the whole hey, we'll just grab something on the way home.
Yep.
But then when you have like hamburgers for like 5 out of 7 nights, it's like super. Never go to the grocery store hungry. That's just a general rule of thumb.
Don't let each other get hangry.
Hangry.
Words can be said that cannot be taken back.
For those of you who saw that Snickers commercial with Betty White, Jeremy's just like, if you like Snickers, I was like, I know, I would totally take a Betty White right now.
Yep.
This live, Justin. Check out this. This is the Honey Ham store that's around our neighborhood. It's a couple days before Easter, and dang, line out the door. We pull up to Dream Dinners, and I came through the door. I enjoy putting down my coat. We just start cooking things. So what's cool about Dream Dinners is all of the food is essentially prepped for you, so you just have to put it together. Jeremy and I, we enjoy working together on the Dream Dinner, so typically we order like 2 of everything, so that way we can like build food together.
It's a great way as a couple to get some connection time because you're making stuff together, and the cleanup is fantastic because you just leave the tools and somebody else takes care of it, the workstation and everything. It's like, oh hey, I got my measuring cups, my whatever, and I'm done with it. I put it down, someone else cleans it, yay! And cost-wise, you're looking at about $6 to $8 a serving, which is fairly efficient. And because it's the 2 of us plus the kids, usually just Evie, the meals work out that we have a little bit of leftover for the next day, so we get like a meal and a half out of this, which is really helpful as well.
This for us was honestly the most cost-effective way. Plus, we get like a little mini date out of it because it's just Jeremy and I putting together the meals. We're choosing our meals for next month, and now we're going to choose whatever day that we decide to come in and assemble the meals. So what's really cool is if we need to reschedule, we just shoot them an email. They're super easy to work with. It's really cool because we just put everything in the refrigerator and somebody else actually packs it up for us. So we bring like coolers and like a freezer bag, but somebody actually packs it up all for us.
Notice how I'm holding the door? Self-defense tip, when you open doors and stuff, use your feet as long as you have sensible shoes on, because you don't want to do this in like open-toed anything or sandals. But if you hold the door with your feet, leaves your hands open for carrying stuff or trashing bozos. Wait, hold on.
Where's the chivalry?
Exactly right. There you go. You guys know why it's called chivalry, right?
No.
Yeah, because the guy would take off his jacket, give it to the girl, and then he would shiver. Ba-dum-bum.
Bad joke. Just wrapped up our Dream Dinner experience. I will tell you that because a bunch of kids around here on spring break, it was pretty busy in there. Which, I mean...
It's a good thing to have for a business.
Absolutely.
Feast is always better than famine.
Always.
But for us, the first experience was much more kind of relaxed, low chill, low energy vibe was kind of awesome.
Yeah.
This time was a little bit more energetic, which is still kind of cool, but it's nice they had samples of next month's food. They had one of the samples there, so we can take a step back, we can watch what's going on, have a little snack. They had coffee, they had chocolate, so you could get some refreshment, they had water. So it's a nice dining experience.
All of our meals were like on the one side of the room, so we had to like wait for people to assemble their meals.
Yeah.
And it just like took a while.
Curse those patience muscles.
I know. But like Jeremy said, there was plenty of food and other things to do. And we got to chat with like the lady, and we ordered next month's meals.
Everybody loved Autumn's leggings because they're awesome.
I did have some pretty fierce leggings on today. And my cat ears, as always.
Yep.
So it was pretty fantastic.
It's very convenient. We now have to figure out how to put it all in the freezer. We'll show you guys the screen capture in a second. Pull it out, let it thaw. Thawed on the counter, thawed on the refrigerator, depending on how long we're going to be gone. And then we get home. It's like I said, 20-30 minutes to assemble, to heat. It's usually 1 or 2 dishes to clean after. It's really convenient, and it fits for. We did the video on 5 ways to save time. This was one of them. Was having a service that helps you with meal prep and that sort of thing. It just makes it more efficient. You're eating healthy meals. You're eating full, real food. It's not like lots of preservatives and prepackaged. Or
sodium.
Yeah, you can control that stuff actually.
On the menu next month, there's something that's like topped with tomatoes, and I'm like, we'll just probably skip on those.
Yeah, it was a meatloaf, and marinara sauce is kind of hard on her system sometimes.
And I also don't like meatloaf.
Yeah.
I was a good wife. I let him order it.
Yeah, well, we ordered different food experiences for Evie and different mouth feels and things like that as well. Annoying factor, sidebar, let's make 3 and 4 different things for our daughter to eat because she's still figuring out her mouth and her palate. And so one of the things I noticed while we were there, and this is not specific to Dream Dinners, this is any place where parents and kids congregate, is watching the learning strategies and communication strategies. Most of the kids, they were pretty chill. And the really cool thing about Dream Dinners is you can actually like make food with your kids and assemble and teach them about spices and flavor combinations and that kind of stuff. But there was a mother there who was very, very much in her triangle, and she was snapping at her kids and bossing them around and just being a bully, really, is what it comes down to. Just being a jerk. It's like you don't need to be that short with your kids. If they're that effing incompetent, just get them out of the way. Why are they even here with you? It's my emotional thoughts. But I'm watching, my heart is watching and going, okay, what's the communication? More than likely, she is more visual and auditory, so she says something, she wants to see it right away. And if the kids are more kinesthetic, they need to move and adjust and play with stuff, and I want to engage and touch and feel, and that can be a really, really bad pattern when you've got an authority figure who's auditory and visual. I say it, I want to see it, and that's my expectation. You know as well as I do, expectation is a horrible place to live because you're constantly in a place of hurt feelings because people aren't doing what you want them to do. How are they supposed to know what you want them to do if you don't tell them and then reinforce it? But just having that high energy kid, there's strategies and ways to work with that, learning to help them get control of the kinesthetic, guiding the things they're touching. One of the things she could have done was like have the kid, hold the ladle or the food and we're measuring things out, do that together so that they can feel your calmness as you're moving and adjusting. And actually, Autumn and I were talking about this, doing the Dream Dinners and making the food with your kids is like really cool because we can do it together. Here, let me lead this, like we did ours, we did 2 meals. So I'm gonna make one and then you make one. And so I'm gonna lead the first part, you tell me what to do, and then I'll lead the second part, I'll tell you what to do and you make the food. So it's a great way to engage with your kids, build rapport, have fun. It really can be a wonderful experience, but you gotta get out of your head, get out of into your heart, get out of your own way. Well, we gotta get this and this and this and this and this and this done. Okay, that's great, but you're gonna be here for the next half hour, 40 minutes. Chill, enjoy the environment, work together. So a little bit of a rant right there, a little bit of coaching strategy for parents. They're gonna be teenagers, they're not gonna want you around, and then they're gonna be gone living their own lives like that. So don't be in such a hurry or such a head case over like half an hour of a stuff, you know what I mean?
Our car is full of food. We have a cooler full of food. We got this bag that's full of food. We got this freezer bag. Like, look at all this food. Dream dinner after dream dinner after dream dinner.
Get your snack on, motherfuckers!
Okay, that cannot go in here.
It can go in there. I said mother, father.
Oh my gosh, you just took off her diaper.
She's melting.
She's melting. In the camera, maybe. Wave at the people.
Do thumbs up.
There you go. Thumb up. Yeah.
Yeah, nice
High
thumb.
five. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Good smack. Bam! So we just wanted to say thank you for tuning in. We just had the naked baby crisis that has now been resolved, thankfully. Crazy young lady. We're training her for potty stuff, and she's figured out some things, and not always the right time. Yay! Yay! So we want to say thank you, and make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so you can see what we're doing next time. And if you get a chance, check out Dream Dinners. It's pretty good food.
She's ready to say bye.
Okay, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Evie, say bye-bye.
Mommy.
Oh, that's Mommy. I'm Daddy.
Mommy.
Mommy's on the camera. Exactly right. Can you wave bye-bye? Good times.
I think this video is not going to have any cats in it.
Oh, man.
That's a
Well, you've got
great
cat
time.
ears, so they're here symbolically.
They're with us in spirit.
Yep.
I just feel Merlin on my shoulders.
Okay, so we lied. Here is Munch sleeping in her new favorite spot, and there were some toys. So rather than move them, she just flopped next to him, and she's annoyed that I'm talking about her and to her because you see the tail and the eyes. She's like, shut up, I want to sleep, jerk.
Oh,
Aww.
no.
Yeah. Okay, let's take the toys away, but let's leave Munch alone. Okay, Evie? Okay. Yeah. And Munch is realizing that she's now being stalked by a 2.5-year-old. Oh, you got the toys. Okay, Evie, let's put the toys away, okay? Okay. I like you whispering.
Yeah, just toss them in.
And I'll just fling the toys in the pile over there. And, oh, I'm going to put the fluffy thing down gently.